y'all? Skarekrow here with Wish You Were Gear. Today we're going to be taking a look at a couple different FM synthesis techniques using various gear here in the shop. And we're going to see how we can use those to create new and interesting ideas and use those in our music. For those who don't know, a quick explanation of FM synthesis is when you've got two waves, one of which is actually sounding and the other of which is modulating the wave that is sounding. There are a number of other videos that go super deep into FM synthesis and the theory behind it. If you're interested, the whole team here highly recommends Andrew Wong's video on FM synthesis. Check that out if you want to do a deep dive. But for today, what we're going to do is just show you some practical applications. So first up, I'm going to use the Moog Matriarch to show you a couple different patch ideas that you can use to create different generative rhythms and sounds using FM synthesis. So I've got the Matriarch here, and while the synth is good to go out of the box, we're going to take advantage of the modular capabilities of it to create our own little FM drone. Let's do that real quick. The synth is in drone mode, so as I turn the volume up, you'll hear a somewhat noisy but moving sound. And I can use these attenuators to control sort of the interaction between the two waves. And again, as I make adjustments to 3 and 4, they adjust oscillator 2, which is adjusting what we're hearing from oscillator 1. Different note. And you hear because of the interaction with all of the waves, there are some stutters as well, creating interesting rhythms that can be used. By switching the synth into envelope mode, I can create my own sequences and rhythms rather than depending on the rhythm generated by the interaction of the wave, and just let that change the character of the sequence playing. So I'm going to make a sequence real quick. And now if I play that back, I've got an evolving sound. Creating a lot of interesting tones that are never quite the same on every repetition. So as you see, a simple patch like this taking advantage of the concept of frequency modulation allows you to create quite a range of sounds, tones, and textures, all of which can be useful within the synth for, just sound design, noise exploration, but can also be sampled and repurposed in numerous ways later on.
Hey there, Greg from Wish You Were Gear. I'm going to be showing you the Korg Op6 with a patch I created using all 6 operators. 5 of them are tuned differently to create chords. Last one here is going to be a noise tuned all the way down. Turns into a noise that kind of sounds like if you're walking into a forest. So I'll play the sequence here that I made. I'm going to be bringing in and out the operators. So you'll be hearing different chord tones throughout the track. Great idea to use is to connect it with a tape recorder and create some tape loops with it. Get some kind of dissonant chords and also with that noise patched in too.
Hey guys, Sohn Jamal from Wish You Were Gear here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Volca FM. It's one of Korg's more entry-level synthesizers that can kind of help you get a grip on, the basics of FM synthesis. And we're going to take a look at how modulating the carriers and the modulators affect the sound. So what we have here, fresh out of the box, is the Volca FM, and it comes with a list of algorithms that show what is happening rather than individually mapping them themselves, which I think is very cool. You adjust that by turning this algorithm button right here that selects an algorithm between 1 and 32. And as you can see here, the blue voices are assigned to the modulator knob, and the green voices are assigned to the carrier knob. And what both of these do is the modulator knob affects more subtly in certain parts of the sound, whereas the carrier affects the overall tone of the sound. So we're going to play a pattern and mess around with both of those parameters and see how you can drastically change a sound. We got an electric piano sound here. Let's hear how it sounds. So now I'm going to turn the decay knob all the way down. Now the decay is going to come up on the carrier. Attack on the carrier. Modulator attack up. Now we're going to turn the decay on the modulator up a little bit. Now let's change up the algorithms. So that concludes our video on FM synthesis. We hope that you got a lot out of it and that you can use some of these techniques in your own music.